Good evening. Good evening. Welcome to another episode of the Gaming Hour, episode 27, our Nintendo Switch 2 direct reaction. We're going to hop right into it. We're going to get instant reactions, tell you how we feel, if we're purchasing it, and all the things that come with it. This evening, I'm joined by Caroline. Welcome back.
Hi, how are you guys?
What's good? BJ, what's up, man?
What's good? What's good?
We're about to find out here in just a second.
That's
Elo, what's happening, man?
What's up, man? It's a great day today.
It's a great day to be a great day. All right.
cold
Um,
today here in Michigan.
we getting some crazy storm. I don't know about how it was where you, BJ and Caroline, where you at, but where I was at work, my building was shaking a little bit from the weather.
It was
It
pretty
was like,
wild, yeah.
yeah,
I'll be locked up in the closet all day. I didn't hear nothing.
okay. Meanwhile, what, 60s, 70s, 80s?
No,
Must be
no.
nice.
It's 75, but we got some
Oh my
thunderstorms
god.
like today through Saturday. So
Same. So,
yeah.
all right. So we're
Great.
going to get instant reactions. We're going to start off with just instant reaction. Tell me how you initially feeling. And then I got a bulletin list of different things we're going to hit on. So, Caroline?
I think out of all the directs that we've seen, I think this was the one I was most excited about. Obviously, just a lot of my gaming is on Nintendo. So there's a lot to be excited about for me. But we'll talk about it some more later, but I don't think I'll pre-order it. And I have a
Okay.
lot of thoughts on that.
Okay. All right. D-Lo?
Uh, well, first and foremost, will I be pre-ordering? Yes. Will I have the money? Who knows? But
Fair enough.
hey, hey. I was excited about majority of the announcements and the information that was provided. There was one specific indie game that I didn't know had something coming, and the way it looked, I was like, "Is this?" I was like, "No, it can't be this." And then I saw their logo. I was like, "Okay, I'm sold now." So yeah,
Okay.
definitely
Okay.
excited.
BJ?
I got mixed feelings, man. Like I like what they got there, but I don't like the precedents that they're trying to set here with these prices.
Mm. Yeah, there's a little. I'm with D-Lo right now. My palms getting a little sweaty. I ain't gonna lie. I don't know, man. I don't know. I'll say I was in this at work. I was initially like excited, like boom, boom, boom. I'm like, I was hitting y'all up in the messages, and then it's like BJ started sending some extra stuff. I was like, my hype meter was starting to go like here, and then like once getting home and getting on my computer and like starting to get ready for this, it's starting to go back up. So I'm in like the middle, and I'm in the middle with like something that BJ said, but also something that Caroline said, but also something that D'Lo said. Like I want to pre-order, but I don't know if I'm gonna pre-order. I did sign up to pre-order. That just don't necessarily mean I'm getting it. I mean, I did sign up to pre-order. Yeah. So let's go over the specs real quick. Actually, we ain't gonna go over the specs real quick. We're gonna start off with the system price. I want to start with the system price because that was the big area of contention before we talked about it. So dropped at 450 for the base model with no game. Obviously, everyone needs some kind of game to play with it, unless you're gonna play a Switch One games on there. So 450 with 450 with no game, and then 499 with the Mario Kart World game. So that price point, how do you guys feel about that price point? I want to jump off with D'Lo right here.
Honestly, I can't really be mad at it just because of the market that we're in. I know, Nintendo's known for being like that low ball, like, I can afford this console compared, amongst all the three companies. But I mean, with like I said, with the market that we're going in, I'm not really mad at 450. I feel like that's still reasonable for what you're seeing, what you're getting, um, for the console itself. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not mad at the price point right there.
Do you feel 450. Do you feel like they've upgraded from what you've seen? Do you feel like they upgraded it enough to warrant that price?
I think so. It's probably like a 65-45 type of 65-35 type of situation. But I mean, how much was the original Switch? Like what, 350 or something like that?
350.
So an extra $100. I mean, we got a better dock. We got chat. We got, you know what I'm saying? We got more sturdy stand. We got
Allegedly.
allegedly,
I'm gonna cut you off.
No,
I just
you're
need
good. You know
I
what
gotta
I'm
get
saying?
that in my hand first. That stand still looking a little flimsy to me. I don't know.
But I mean, for what we saw, I feel like an extra $100, honestly, gaming is gonna get expensive. So if you're complaining, honestly, you gotta just stop gaming or be quiet at this point. You know what I'm saying? $100 price. It'd be different if it was like, $350 to $550. Then it's like $200. I don't know. Is it coming with a game off rip? You know what I'm saying? But $100 difference, I think it's all right. Not the best, but it's all right.
Caroline, go ahead. What you think about it?
Yeah, I'm with Dilo on this, so I'm not surprised by the price point. I was hoping it was going to be lower. Maybe like I was actually thinking around the $400 mark with all the upgrades, but then now you also have to consider like the current economy. We have tariffs here in the U.S. But again, you get all these upgrades. Like the screen's much better. You get a higher definition. On top of that, some of the launch games that are coming out were on PlayStation or Xbox, where it needed the better graphics card. Now you're getting those games and that. So for me, it's not just the hardware, but you also have the games that I wish were on the Switch are finally actually going to go on the Switch. So, but like I said, I'm hesitant. Like, I have other reasons why I'm hesitant to buy it on launch day, or to pre-order it. I'm not surprised. I just wish it was a little bit cheaper, and a lot of it's because also I have a Switch that I do constantly use. Like I just got back from a trip, and I was playing in the on the flight there at the lounges there, and for me, it's not much of an incentive to buy, at least not right away. But again, I have more thoughts on that outside of the price point.
Okay, BJ, what you think, man?
For the console, I don't think that's too bad of a price, honestly. Um, it's probably about what you would expect. Like I said, I feel like you're getting a lot more than like $100 worth of upgrades when it comes to the actual like console itself. So for the console, I don't think the price is too bad. I'll definitely be attempting, but we're gonna see how crazy it gets. But I'm definitely gonna be attempting to get one on day one. So
And Caroline, I mean, I guess you can go ahead. We don't have to. Why are you reluctant? Is it price or like why are you reluctant?
It's so I always talk about my stack of shame. So again, it's also part of my like. There's that personal goal of like, hey, I want to cut my stack so much, but also like some of the launch games are pretty good, but like the launch games that I wanted were Metroid. There's gonna be like a new Zelda game out. As I found out, Hades 2, I was expecting to be a launch game, and it's not. So, so for me, it's like I'm gonna get it. I just don't. I have the discipline to wait a little bit to see how everybody feels about it. If there's more hype, then probably we'll be more compelled to get it sooner than later. But right now, I can wait because the things that I was hyped up about, like I talk about Metroid 4 all the time. It is coming out on Switch 1, and you can get the upgrade pack. So for me, I can wait for that. I can wait because that's not coming out at launch.
Okay, I don't know where I fall at with what you guys said because the prices for me for a Nintendo system and for it to be near like the Xbox, and I don't even have a PlayStation, but I mean you can get a budget PC for that price if you want me. But I watch a ton of PC videos. You get a budget PC for that price, so I'm a little bit iffy on that. I would think like I was hoping close to the 400. but it is what it is. I mean, I'm still gonna try to get one. I will say once I heard the price, I was a little less thrilled. So Caroline, when I said I was up here and then I went here, that was like when I start hearing the price, I'm like, because they didn't show the price in the direct. So I'm like,
no, we gotta look it up. We had to look it up on the website.
Yeah, I'm like, okay, they must know something. Like, really? So then I was kind of like, okay, that was a little bit taking me back because I'm like, man, you can. Lilo, how much is the Xbox you're trying to get currently?
I think it's like about
Okay.
600.
Is that just the system?
From Nintendo, yeah. I mean, not Nintendo, from Xbox, from the Microsoft website, yeah. About 6.
Okay, so I mean, just thinking like it being that close, but I guess it does come with a game with it as well. And then Xbox and PlayStation did go up in price, which is crazy within itself. But I was kind of there. I want to show you guys this page because this kind of goes along with what we're talking about. So let me pull it up right here. I had found it earlier. Just tell me what y'all think about this because I personally think it's crazy, but y'all might not think it's as crazy as I do. So look at this right here. So this is the accessories page. So $80 for the controller. So we talking about the price. We already talked about the price of the system and then a game. $80 for the controller, the Pro controller.
The Pro controller for Switch 1, I think, was $70.
$70.
Yeah,
$90 for the Joy-Cons. I mean, some of this stuff is the same, or near the same. $34 for the charging grip. I had to buy a second one of these. $12 for the Joy-Con strap, or $13. $20 for the wheel, but you get a set of 2. I guess that's decent. The camera's way less than I thought.
It's only $50.
Yeah, it's way less than I thought it would be. The dock is $110. So if you want a second dock, I mean, I know that's kind of
$110. How much is the Switch 1 dock? I don't remember.
I have no clue because I always had my original, and they got the carrying case and stuff like that. I ain't really going over there. But how do those prices stack up? Do those seem normal? We really got to spend a long time on it. But Caroline, what you think about those prices?
The Pro controller, I'm not surprised. Yeah. So I mean, you're upping the price of the Switch 2 by what? When you're doing the math, that's like not even 10%. No, it's like 10% will be like 30. So it's like I'm not surprised. $10 is nothing. I think again, you're getting an upgraded thing. The Joy-Cons, I think, what were they? $80.
I think I thought it said 89. If I'm being honest,
89.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think the Joy-Cons were like 50 initially, but again, they made a lot of improvements to the Joy-Cons. So am I surprised by the price? No. Do I like the price? No. But the Joy-Cons, like the Switch 1 Joy-Cons were like they broke so easily. I don't know how many I
had to send mine in.
Right. So if it's $90, right, you just have to buy like only like a second pair, sure, maybe that can just be like a Christmas gift or something. Like my Christmas wish list, and then they can get me another set of Joy-Cons. But again, that's why I'm also holding back on the pre-sale or the pre-orders because what if these Joy-Cons suck? Like for me, it's going to be like less compelling to buy a Switch 2 because that didn't fix the problem of the Switch 1 controller or the Joy-Cons.
Yeah.
So it sounds like they made the improvements. Again, I'm not surprised, but
and they do have a mouse support now and a couple other things. So
yeah, the mouse mode actually looks really cool to me. So,
BJ,
I feel like it all looked pretty standard. The Joy-Cons at 90. I mean, that's kind of expensive, but what were they like? 70 or something for the Switch 1?
Yeah,
I feel like the Switch 1 ones were not cheap either. So
no.
I suppose this is a natural step up because they're supposedly upgraded. So, I don't think any of those prices look too crazy.
Okay, so kind of standard, just inflation prices. D-Lo, what you think, man?
I mean, looking at the different pieces, they look standard. Because I mean, and again, do I have just money just laying around? Of course not. But I mean, if you thinking like if you're expecting Nintendo to not try to, I get they try to be the most budget friendly amongst all the competition, but it's like when Nintendo decides they want some of the money in the pot, why not? Especially, I'm gonna just be honest with you. Like after this direct, Nintendo is cooking when it comes to their new hardware and games. Because just think, with Sony when they released their PS5 Pro and all that, wasn't no games. When Xbox released theirs, play the same games on Game Pass. And then we have new releases coming first day on Game Pass, but you still had to wait. Look at all these games that are popping up right on day one with the Nintendo Switch. So $500, I get, you got to buy the game too. But I mean, like, why not? Why can't they, up their ante just a little bit for the first time in a very long time? You know what I'm saying? When was the last time we paid the most for a Nintendo console compared to all the other two? And I just looked again, and the Xbox is $499. So
Okay, I thought it was
you
close to. Oh yeah.
you getting a Nintendo Switch too? Not no games of course except Mario. Well, 500 with Mario, the new Mario World, which is compared to a regular Xbox with no games. I mean, I get Game Pass, but that's still a subscription. So I'm not tripping about really none of the prices. I mean, all this stuff kind of look expensive. Will I be getting most of this? Of course not. So it don't apply to me. But like, I don't give a damn about no wheel. I'm not driving. I would with my
You
little
gotta get the
Joy-Con.
camera, bro. You gotta get the camera.
I mean,
They can
I'll
play
wait
it
for the
little-
camera. Ain't nobody need to see me for real. They just need to hear my voice in the
They gotta
chat.
see your reactions, man, when you playing that Mario
Man,
Party.
let me tell you something. As long as you know how long me and Andre been talking mess on Xbox and ain't seen our face at all.
Right. And at this point, you can just go on Discord for that anyway.
Okay.
That's true.
Side note: the Joy Cons are between $70 and $80 for Switch One Joy Cons, so I was way off in that price. So again, an extra $10 for like the upgraded Joy Cons.
Yeah.
Okay, fine.
Plus $12.99 for the strap. You gonna need the strap.
Gonna need the strap.
Yeah, that's my take on it, man. I ain't too mad at it.
All right, let's move on to. I mean, it was the opening, possibly one of my favorite parts. I mean, that's what kind of popped me off this morning. Let's talk about y'all impressions of the new Mario Kart, man. So anybody can take off. I'm not gonna start, but anybody, go ahead, take off. In fact, go ahead, D-Lo, take off on it.
I'll start because I'm probably the least Mario Kart person in the whole chat. This looked nice. Like, I've always envied people playing Mario Kart because I tried it and I'm trash and I never planned on getting better. But this right here, this is a whole bunch of foolishness going on. From open world to all these maps and too many people, I can gladly slide in here and get like 13th place and wouldn't be considered trash with 24 people. As long as I'm in the top 12, I'll be all right. Regular Mario Kart, I'd probably be in the last 3 people. Okay. Yeah, I do like it though.
Was there anything that popped off to you? Anything new? I know you said you don't really play it, but anything different
this
that
thing
popped
right
off to
here, the fact that you can there's different ways of driving, versus just regular track and then getting a little the hang glides type situation. Like, you bouncing off walls and you on. It looks like, from me, I think I like the aspect where I think in the world mode you can find different routes, and I'm assuming you can take those routes into your game when you're racing. Like, you may have found a shortcut that nobody else found yet. I'm assuming that's how that works. So now you could take that shortcut in the circuit and nobody else knows because you found it and they didn't.
Mm-hmm.
So that's something that's pretty nice. Like, yeah.
Caroline?
Yeah, I like the point that Delia made about being almost like open worldy. So finding the shortcuts that not everybody has figured out, and not even that, making up your own shortcuts, it looks like. So with grinding on the walls, grinding on the on the rails and stuff. That wasn't like that in Mario Kart 8, right? I'm trying to remember.
No.
Yeah. So that to me, that's a really cool feature. It'll be interesting to see what else, what other, I guess, gameplay is going to be offered. I don't think they went through all of it. So that's cool. I like the idea of having multiple players. I'm pretty good at. In my opinion, I'm pretty good at Mario Kart. I try to be top 10 if against 24 players. So we'll see. That being said, my Mario Kart at one point in my life was my jam. It does make me want to buy and play again for sure.
Okay. BJ?
I think it looks good. I'm glad they are separating it from Mario Kart 8 because that's really what I was looking at. It's like, how is this
Is
going
it
to
gonna be
differ?
9? Mario Kart 9.
Right. Like, how is this going to differ from Mario Kart 8? And I think they did a good job of doing that. I like you said, you bouncing off walls, you grinding on rails. You probably got multiple different paths you could take. Now, how many is this? 24 people to a race?
24. Yeah, 24.
Okay, so I mean that's already going crazy. Imagine it's gonna be shells and shit everywhere. Like so. I think it looks good. I'm excited to play it. Um, if I don't get a bundle though, I don't think I would be playing it, unfortunately. But if I get it with the bundle, I'll definitely enjoy it.
So what you mean by that? Like if you were just getting if it wasn't bundled, you saying you probably wouldn't get it?
Yeah, because that's the only way I'd be able to get it for around like
50
50
bucks.
bucks. I'm not
Yep.
Oh
playing.
yeah.
I'm not
That's
paying.
Oh
yeah.
yeah,
80
we're gonna
bucks.
talk about that in a second.
Yeah, look, I'm ready.
I
So
see.
I'm ready to go. I'm ready to go. That's what I'm here for. Shoot.
So me, I probably could spend the next hour talking about this. I mean, this just looks great to me. It's for me. I know everyone don't feel this way, but the more players in the game, for me, the better. You guys know I like multiplayer games. So like when it was a game on PS2 called Mag, and at that point this was unheard of, but it was like 255 players. That was PS2. So that now that's more natural, but back then it was, and I thought Mag was just the greatest. Like this many players all at once. This game's gonna keep me coming back just for the fact of I think it was not the Grand Prix mode. It's the next mode, the knockout mode. Caroline and D'Lo said like top 13. Caroline said top 10. I'm trying to come in first. That's it. It ain't nothing else I'm gonna keep playing that damn game until I come in first. And this knockout mode is like perfect for me because you race and then all right, you got to be in 8th by the time you get to this line. So boom, then they knock out anyone who finishes after that. Then you got to be in 3rd before you get to this line. So that's why you see the 16 right there. So it just keeps going till you find out who the winner is.
So if the knockout wasn't knockout more like if you're playing against everybody else and then all the first places are on like 1. Is that what it is?
No, it's like so 24.
You're actually knocking them out, right?
Yeah, you're knocking them out. Yeah, kind of like a battle royale-ish thing.
Right.
So it's every in the whole track there are checkpoints, and after certain checkpoints, if you're in certain places at these checkpoints, you become knocked out. So like if this next checkpoint is only allowing the top 10 and you in the last 12, you out of there. Then the next one is like the top 6 and you in the last 4, you out of there. And it keeps going to this
on the same track,
Yeah,
like right?
I think so because they're all.
I like that.
Yeah.
Because it gives you incentive to stay first the whole time because you don't have to worry about the blue shell or like you know what I mean. Like I like that.
And then the Grand Prix mode, what I like about that's the standard Grand Prix that they've been had. What I like about that is, so when in Grand Prix mode, usually you go on this track, you're in a Mushroom Kingdom, you start on this track, Royal Raceway, then you go here. But this time you drive to the second track, you drive to the third track. So you're on the first track, then you drive to the next track. So I think that's just just super cool, man. I mean, I really love Mario Kart. That's a game that, just like I said, out of all the games I played, and D'Lo seen me play a lot of Gears of War. Like, I get really mad when I play Mario Kart sometimes. It is a little bit sometimes because I'm so competitive on there, and that seems like a game where it should be like easier for everyone to play. Like this Mario, this is a friendly type game. And it just makes me mad because I'm like, man, it's supposed to be easy, and it's not as easy as it seems. So I am thoroughly excited with all the costumes and cosmetics. D'Lo, I've seen some people I was listening to call it Forza Mario Kart, like because the off-roading and all that stuff. So I'm super excited about Mario Kart. Like that's the perfect game for them to show me first. Go ahead. You go ahead.
Before we jump to the game, because I know BJ ready to his steam coming out his ears. I ain't mad at him. I was gonna say I think one thing that I'm defending the price on the justification is the internal stories that come on it. 256, like regularly, that would cost you on a regular Nintendo Switch, $250, right, or $350 plus. A 256, that's an extra $50-$60 right there. And let's say you want an extra pair of Joy-Cons because your friend want to play with you. That'll take you to that 500 price point very quick. You know what I'm saying? Like not counting a pro controller. You know what I'm saying? All the things. Now I will say I wish that. Now, granted, I can see the camera not coming with the Switch because everybody don't need it. You know what I'm saying? So I guess that's the
Hmm.
but 256. That's granted. I don't know how big these games are, but you know what I'm saying. 256 is a lot of space. So, but yeah, we can move on.
I'm gonna find it. I gotta find the one thing. If I find it, then I'll let you know to show you this little example they show. Um, so game price. When BJ sent me this, I was like, damn near like, what the hell is going on? So game price was a little topic. A very focused topic when we heard what some of these games might they leaked them. I seen one leak from Spain. I seen one leak from Europe, I think. So games could cost as much as $80. Some people said even 90. So BJ, what do you think about these game prices? These potential game prices. I don't know for sure. So what do you think about these potential game prices?
I don't like it at all. To be quite honest with you, I haven't even been paying 70 for games. Like I've been going to outside means to get new games for less than $70 because I refuse to pay that price. Now, when it comes to $80, I'm definitely not paying that price. I'm absolutely not paying that price. Like, and I really feel like it's kind of scumbaggy that they want to be like, okay, well, the digital version is 80, but the physical version is 90. Like, I feel like that's very dirty to be like, yeah, okay, you want digital to be cheaper, all right? Well, we'll make it. We'll just raise the price of both of them and still make digital cheaper than physical, but we'll make physical even more expensive. Like, this is something. It's not just Nintendo. This is like obviously they've been trying to slowly move them up over time. Nintendo kind of have now opened the door because people are gonna buy all this shit up. So that's gonna tell everybody that it's okay now to charge $80 for your game. Um, and to be quite honest, the only reason why it really like makes me as mad as it does is because I don't see the quality of these games going up. I don't. Like that's one thing I will give Nintendo is that they're usually pretty good. Like you don't normally hear about a game launching for Nintendo and it was like just a horrible launch. You know, all kind of bugs, all kind. So I will give them that.
Not to cut you off. When you say quality of games, are you talking about the game industry or are you talking about Nintendo?
I'm talking about it just in general because that
Okay.
this people are gonna follow suit. Like Nintendo is starting this, but once people see that people are gonna pay this price, Sony's gonna charge $80 to $90.
Well, GTA might have started. They might. You
Yeah,
think? I was gonna
that
ask you. You think was they doing it because of that
they for
GTA
sure.
leak?
Well,
You know.
we didn't even know yet. But
Yeah.
to me, this tells me that GTA is for sure gonna be $100, and I ain't buying it. As much as I mean, I'm not the biggest GTA fan, but it's a game that I enjoy.
Yeah.
But I and it's sad because it ain't gonna matter because everybody, like I said, they're gonna all buy this stuff up. But for me, yeah, I'm getting a console. I will admit there, I'm gonna try to get the console on day one, but I'm not buying these games. I'm not like I'll stick to what like the Switch 2 for me is gonna end up being a GameCube emulator because that's the only thing I'm gonna be doing is playing GameCube games on there. Um,
Oh, we gonna get to that.
I'm not
We're gonna talk about that, right?
My favorite console. We gonna get to that.
that's the only thing I'm gonna be doing, man. Exactly. That's what I'm saying. And that's what I said. 450 for the console. All right, I'll give you that. That's fine. It's the console, you're gonna buy it and you're gonna be able to do whatever with it, whatever you want to do. The games
256
though,
gigs.
I can't accept like and D'Lo mentioned it, and I understand you don't want to hear people complaining, and he said either stop gaming. I have honestly contemplated that because I'm not trying to pay this price, and these people want to keep charging more and more for these games, and I'm not seeing better quality. I'm just not seeing it. I'm just saying in general. I'm not speaking about Nintendo right here. What I'm saying, like I told you about. First, it started with the Monster Hunter. I can't play it with my friends because their game is having. I don't even know the game been out for I don't know how long. And people, I talked about how much I love Monster Hunter. The game, I don't know, it probably been out like a month almost now, or a couple weeks. And my cousin, he still can't play it. He still can't get on
Damn.
there and play it consistently. The Bleach game, I saw something the other day that said that they fixed their issues that they were having, but it already refunded the game, and I'm not
Come
buying it
on,
back.
man.
I'm not buying it again. No, man, because they want to charge $80 for these games, and then they want to give you a half-finished game that they didn't even. And then even outside of bugs and shit, these games are getting easier and simpler and losing a lot of details. Civ 7. Another series that I love.
That's on
They
Switch 2
skimped
too.
out on so much stuff in that game. It wasn't really buggy, but it's so bare bones. And I know it's
Uh,
gonna get better with time, but in order for you to get to that full game by the end of it, they're kind of already charging $100 for games. Because Civ, by the end of it, to get the complete best version of the game, you will have had to have spent probably $150.
I think that's what. Yeah, what John. I think Johnny got that.
Yeah, I
Whatever
got it
edition
too.
that
Yeah.
It was
was. Okay.
$130 for the Founders Edition. But you better believe after they get all that Founders Edition stuff out the way, there's gonna be some other DLC that's like 20, $30 that you're gonna have to buy.
Of course.
So
Of
by
course.
the whole end of the cycle of the game, you will have had to have spent $150 to get an actual full complete game.
At
So
least
that's
for
my.
Nintendo.
Go ahead, because
No, at least
I
for
will sit here and talk
Nintendo.
for the next hour. So
Oh no! At least for Nintendo, if you're gonna be spending the money in the games, you'll at least know that there's consistency. So for me, I like consistency. If I'm gonna pay more for a game, it's like it better be a fucking good game, and like no bugs, or like if there are bugs, it's very minimal. It's not gonna disrupt my gameplay so much. It's not a half-assed game, and that's really all I'm asking. I'll pay for quality over quantity, personally, but I trust that with Nintendo. Again, why I've been faithful to them for so long.
that's the
Not to
one
be
thing
not
that
not
I
to
will.
be devil's advocate to you two with that. What you're specifically what y'all saying. Is that happening because you look at Xbox, PC, and PS5 graphically, and it's far beyond it, so it's gonna take a little more. And then you look at those games, and they're not as graphically intense, so maybe that's why they don't have as many bugs. Is that a possibility, or is that just still no excuse?
I mean, well, with the Switch 2, at least like with the Switch 2 games, if they're really going to be that price, there was technically better graphics in this day or in this round, right?
It was, yeah.
Yeah.
It's supposed to be. I wrote it down. It's supposed to be able. It's supposed to be able to reach 4K, 60 frames per second.
Which is what the
Supposedly.
PS5 and the Xbox have right now, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
They try
so-
to reach, yeah.
Right. So, and I think that was the biggest disadvantage of Switch 1 versus like the PS4 and the Xbox. I forgot which Xbox generation that would be, was that, but out of all the graphics, Nintendo was the worst of them. But again, it had other things. It had the games, it had the motion sensor, like it had all its other exclusivities that made it stick out. So I think, I don't know. Again, I don't know if it justifies the price of the games, but at this point, I'm also like, well, I'm not surprised.
Yeah. D-Lo?
Maybe for the digital games. The digital games is a little, that's weird to me, but
I think
Yeah.
they. Go ahead, D-Lo.
Yeah, $80 is quite outrageous. Because when I saw Hogwarts Legacy coming to Switch 2, I said, I ain't paying $80 when I saw it on the Switch 1 and it looked atrocious. And even in the trailer, I was like, off in the distance, I said, maybe it wasn't done rendering because that castle looked a little too smooth. I ain't see not a shingle on there. Okay. And I don't know what footage that was. So $80 is, I'm just saying, bro. I'm not a graphics person, but $80.
$80 you gonna be.
Cyberpunk coming to it. We heard, we saw, they like whatever Miyamoto-san, whoever need to be troubleshooting these games and making sure this thing looks perfect on this Switch.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
if it's going to
Whichever
cost that
son
much,
needs
yeah.
to, you know what I'm saying? So the digital, I don't know, man. I'm a physical person, but stuff getting a little too expensive to be out here selling. Me and BJ been saying this. You can't be putting out 20% of the game and then the first day update. You know what I'm saying? Like patches and all that. We can't be getting no patches on $80 games.
I'm saying the problem
I
is
ain't.
people keep buying it anyway.
I'd be damn if GTA get a day one patch and we done all been waiting. Y'all been cooking too damn long. Okay.
You have to pay $100 for it.
I'm gonna turn off my internet when I put this dang on CD in my Xbox, and I better not need an update.
I will put money that GTA is gonna be fucking crazy. I will put on release is gonna be terrible. I will put money on that. I remember when GTA 5 released. I was there. You couldn't even get into the online. It was terrible. It was like your character stacked on top of like everybody else's character at the trying to get on there, and you had to like make your character, and you couldn't do it because the game was like frozen, and everybody's like little default character was stuck on top of each other. Bro, it's gonna be a crazy release, and
I
it's
think
not
I
gonna
feel
be
like they
smooth.
to go along with what all three of y'all saying. I don't know if they rushing them. It's like, all right, these four, these millions of people waiting on GTA. Let's release it, and then while it's releasing and shipping, we gonna work on the patch because we not finished with it, but we gonna finish with it by the time it get in their hands. It's like just finish it and then release it to us. I
Make us
mean,
wait.
You're
It's like
trying to rush
cars.
some fixes, and then you're gonna mess something else up trying to fix one thing.
Yeah, that's kind of why I'm a little skeptical about this Nintendo Online stuff. Like, I love the new features and stuff. We'll get to that too, but I would hate for them to try to shove digital down our throat so they can do something like that. Because Nintendo is the worst when it comes to online anything. Have you seen that store? That store is atrocious. I feel like I could jump in the console and move faster, walking through the aisles trying to pick whatever game I want. You know what I'm saying? So I would hate for. Can you imagine downloading like the new Mario Kart, and they need an update, and you waiting on your Switch to get a? No.
I'm glad they got a little port on there now. They got in the dock. They got a little port, an Ethernet
Oh
port.
yeah,
Finally,
Oh, good. Thank God.
D-Lo, here's
Hey.
the little thing I was talking about.
yeah, like that. That looks amazing.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Crazy.
Like that's.
But
really
people were
preposterous.
complaining though. You got a micro SD, but you need an express micro
Express,
SD. Yeah.
I'm not
No,
mad
I don't
at
even
it.
know what that is. I ain't gonna lie.
I mean,
More
I've never heard of it
powerful-
either.
I've never heard of it. Maybe they
It's
just
like
made
an
it
SSD
yesterday.
or something.
Who knows?
It's IP.
You know what I'm saying? But I feel like if you want yourself to run smoother,
Yeah.
if you was on a PC
Trick, I
and you
mean,
needed another chip to run it faster, why you complaining about this? You know what I'm saying?
Like I said, SSD. That's what everybody.
Because a lot of people play their stuff off of the SDs now. Like I'm not
Mhm.
used to it, but how about download it to your regular console? Don't be complaining. If you want it to run smooth from your cartridge, from your little SD, shut up and download it, install it directly to your console, and be done. But you know, some people be nitpicky. I'm cool with it.
As far as price, it's just asinine. What did Skip used to as an 8, as a 9, as a 10. I mean, it's just it's just dumb. I mean, it's just too much, man. Like BJ said, I personally I got a kid. I got a whole bunch of other priorities that ain't just her. She getting older now. I got a whole bunch of other priorities that $80 for that. I can't do it, man. I love Mario Kart. Like it.
You gotta collect them all, bro. Or be quiet.
Or just
Collect
have
them
friends so you can do the game sharing thing.
Well, that's another thing.
There you
I
go.
mean,
Yeah,
you can do
right.
something like that because
You have to plan it out. Like, okay, Dre gonna get this one. I'm gonna get this one. Carolina get this one.
Yep.
Maybe that's why they did that. They know
That's
we
why,
can't
because they
afford
can share. They know they can share. They're kind of like your Netflix account, you know.
Nintendo said, "We know y'all broke, so we gonna let y'all share the game for like 3 days." You know what I'm saying?
I feel like this them trying to get back into like the kind of what you said, D-Lo, a few minutes ago. They trying to get back into that console war. Like they trying to get. They said we in this now.
Because I mean, look at it. Think about it. Right now, in this very moment, Nintendo is winning.
Yeah.
After this direct, Nintendo is winning.
Mm-hmm.
New console, about the same price point as the Series X and the PlayStation, generally speaking. More features based off the last generation. You got hella returning games and games we've always been wanting from other. I saw Elden Ring on the Nintendo Switch. I'm not buying it, but Elden Ring, dog. Come on, man. Come on. While Sony over there asleep trying to figure out who gonna be their next icon, and Xbox throwing everything on Game Pass and making us wait on us and constantly getting subscription from us every month. Nintendo said, "Here is everything. We in first place now." You know what I'm saying? For a good while, because when we gonna hear? We ain't finna see another Nintendo console for the next 10 years.
10 years, something like that.
I'm gonna be
So
close.
they gave us enough to eat on for at least 6.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just, that's how I look at it.
By the way, I was like in the middle of this podcast, I ended up actually pre-ordering and registering on Nintendo.
Oh, good. That's what you said.
It's supposed to email you when you're
yeah.
So I did that. I'm like, you know what? You're right. Mario Kart's gonna be $50. I'm gonna get a $50 Mario Kart if I can.
Yeah, exactly. Tell me, we're gonna go one by one. It could be a game, it could be a feature, just something. It could be something we already talked about. It's up to you. Everyone's watched it, looked at it at least, or something you liked from the show. BJ, let's start off with you, man. So you just was heated a little bit. Let me tell me something you like from the show, man.
I mean, that I'm just heated about the price. The show itself was great, and I think they're doing some great things, and I think that they're going in the right direction. I mean, I don't know. I guess it's just inevitable. I mean, that's just the way the world is going, you know. But I mean, we just talked about it, but definitely my favorite thing that they showed was the game sharing. Like that was something that I used to take advantage of because they had it on the Nintendo DS. It was called DS Download Play, and it was the same thing where only certain games had it. Not every game had it, but it was the same thing where if one person had the game, if you had like let's say all four of us was in the same room and we had Nintendo DSs and I had a game, we would everybody like within range would be able to like download the game so we could all play it together if one person had it. So I'm glad that they're bringing that back because that was like I used to be in this was like middle school, man. We used to be in middle school underneath the desk playing DS games in class, you know. So that was my favorite part.
Okay. Caroline?
Man, there was a lot going on. There was a lot of good things going on. Like I said, I think out of the three, this was the most exciting, according to my list. So then I have a Nintendo Switch Online account. I paid for that, and the fact that they're gonna have GameCube games, it's like the one thing I've been like really waiting for from the Nintendo Switch Online. I already have a list: Wind Waker. I'm sure they're gonna put Twilight Princess in there, Soul Calibur 2, Mario Sunshine, Pokemon Coliseum. Like I'm excited for that. Yeah, it might not necessarily be like a release, but Wind Waker is. So, and it's funny because like actually the games that I've been playing so far, there's a game that I can't beat right now, so I'm like I've been rage quitting a lot. So I've been kind of going to the Nintendo Switch and playing like Super Nintendo games because I know I can beat them, and it makes me feel better about myself. Plus, it's like nostalgia. So I'm excited for the GameCube. There's a lot more games that they're releasing this year that got me excited. So Hollow Knight, I think we talked about that like a few podcasts ago. That's coming out. I don't know if this is the game that you're talking about, D'Lo, but there was a game that they played towards the end called Duskbloods. I've never heard of it. Is that the indie developer that you were talking about, or no?
No, because that's FromSoft, right? That's the Dark Souls company.
Okay.
So no, that's something different.
Okay,
it was
no,
right
that's
before
not
that though.
Okay. I was gonna say, so because Duskbloods, I didn't think I was gonna be interested in it. I'm like, is this Devil May Cry? Like, what is this? That looks pretty sweet. Like, I'm
Definitely
excited for that.
Something like that.
Yeah. So, but yeah,
D'Lo?
that was my favorite thing. Yeah, go ahead.
I'm scrubbing through the video, kind of seeing what I did like. Because it was a lot. I mean, of course there was some fluff. I was like, but see, even the fluff was good. Like the little where I think it was like the where you jump onto the little switch to learn the little ins and outs of it. I was like, that was pretty cool. Like even that. Like I'm a techie person. That's something that looks like on some Astros Playroom, like how to get used to the Switch type thing. I wish they would have turned into a little game or something. Maybe they just came on the Switch. Something you could at least do till you find $80. But one game I really did like, I think as a teacher, and I'm not a sports person, was let me see if I can find the name of it. It was the little wheelchair basketball game.
I love
that. Was cool.
When I say talk about accessibility and being seen, I said using 100%. The mouse to roll your wheelchair and then play basketball. I said, I'll download this game. That game looked pretty nice. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Other than that, the new Kirby game, I think it's at the Air Riders.
Yeah.
Yeah. That looked nice. And then don't care about Tony Hawk. Sorry.
Damn.
Hey, I'm in second place to BJ right now. But and I think Borderlands 4. I don't know if I think I might get that on Xbox though. But that is a nice, good big title like that to come onto a new console like that. So
yeah,
that'd be pretty cool.
So I think they did well with kind of what we just talked about, what D'Lo said earlier. They're trying to get back in the console war. I'm still gonna put that in air quotes with the Elden Rings and all of that stuff. Like D'Lo kind of just said, Borderlands. They had Madden, 2K, games that we might not necessarily play, but that they ain't had. Like they probably gonna have GTA if we're being honest. It's probably gonna come over there. I mean, which would be crazy within itself. For me, that I told y'all about the little we was watching the Xbox Direct a couple months ago, and it had that little weird kind of soccer game. I like when they do like different kind of sports games because I like just sports in general. So that wheelchair thing appealed to me instantly because it's different and accessibility, especially with me being a teacher as well. It can be accessible seeing those students because I do have students like that where I have to change up my lesson plans for them. The GameCube, so much nostalgia for me. I mean, that is my favorite console. So them having some GameCube games, I'm hoping they come out with some more GameCube games. Phantasy Star Online. If you watching Nintendo Phantasy Star Online, I mean, just do me a favor. That would be great for it to have online play too. Because I had the GameCube when online play was just getting started. And I had the little broadband adapter on the bottom of my GameCube, which I did not really know how to use, but I was still playing online with others. What else did they have there? Mario Kart I already talked about. I wrote down a couple notes. That last game from FromSoft, that looked kind of cool. That doesn't seem like my typical kind of game, but that seemed pretty cool. And then a voice chat. Finally, I mean,
Yeah.
God damn. I mean,
What took you so
jeez.
long?
I mean, D-Lo talking about they add new features. They have features we didn't have for years.
Exactly. Hey, that's kind of what I felt like for a good chunk of the show. Was like they were just showing a bunch of stuff that already existed. And it's like, oh yeah, we're finally getting this on the Switch. It's like, hey, well, welcome. You're trying to catch up.
Welcome to the
finally.
club.
Right? Like, you know.
And then they still, I hope it's not like, all right, I want me and D-Lo just get on the Xbox, boom, we can get on there. I hope it's not like, all right, I gotta get D-Lo friend code. Like, I ain't trying to do all that, man. I ain't trying to do a whole. Can we have a friends list or something? Like, I want to type in 12 numbers to put in. Let me find Carrot 007. Oh no, it was 008. You gotta erase that. I ain't trying to do all that nonsense, man.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not defending them in that regard because I mean, think of it like, okay, perfect example. Think about how when you got an Android phone and be like, Apple got this. Yeah, something Android been having for 12 years.
You gotta tell me, hey.
And then Apple do it good, then you can't really get mad like that. But then they late to the party. But you know, I mean, then again, Nintendo was always hey, come to my house and play. We don't need no voice chat. Come over.
True. And that's where I think the camera comes from too, because it kind of gives you that feel of everybody being in the same room, you know?
Yeah, because I mean, Xbox don't do that. With the Kinect, you know what I'm saying? And then I think this camera honestly kind of revolutionizes a little bit of having an in-game Twitch type of feel. Like the fact that you can see everybody's kind of thing going on and put yourself kind of like a green screen type of situation. So I mean, I feel like they kind of did something the other people didn't do. I mean, besides having a third party, they have it all in house. That's kind of what I'm getting at, you know. So I mean, I'm not defending it, but I mean, I ain't too mad. I just don't have $500, so I mean, I'm probably gonna be the first one anyway. You know.
I mean, I like it. The only thing I'll say, I'm not on his Discord as nearly as much as BJ. He would know the most, but I see all that stuff kind of already on Discord. Like, well, if we playing Overcooked, then Caroline can record and we can see her playing. Like, we could do that. So it kind of was like, for me, that was like, oh, that's like a mini Discord, but just through Nintendo. It's just for Nintendo users, you know. But then one thing that concerned me about the chat was it was only 4 people in the chats. And I'm like, okay, but a Mario Kart game is now 24. I hope it can be more than 4 people because it's a 24 person lobby. So, you know, that would be cool if you can hear or listen to all. Now, you ain't going to want to talk to all 24 people. That'll be
a lot
chaotic.
Of
That's a lot of noise.
Yeah. A lot of
that'd be chaotic. But, you know, but what if you had, I mean, I have a lot of friends, but if you had 20 friends of your own, I don't think I would personally be muting my friends, quote unquote, but who's to say you can get 20 people in a room anyway? So
I'm gonna invite 6 of them over my house. Yeah.
Okay. So they can just talk right there.
Right there.
Let me see. We talked about that. Any other thoughts on it? Any other thoughts on the Switch 2? Oh, I guess we already talked about it a little bit. Actually, I need to steer in a different direction because we're on it right now. So I was listening to multiple people talk. We had this on a conversation on the podcast before, and all these people were talking about the game chat, the voice chat we just talked about, and they were saying like, yeah, that's cool, but I like to play my single player and multiplayer games by myself. And that's just not me. What you guys know is that it's just like the world now, because I've been hearing a lot of people online say they like to play their multiplayer, even their multiplayer games by themselves. Is that something you guys like to do? Play a multiplayer game by yourself too without talking to people? D-Lo? I mean, I like to talk to people like we're doing now. So
I mean, I'm not a. Oh my god, I gotta talk to somebody like Pokemon Unite. Like I haven't connected my my thing and actually tried to talk to people. Not saying I wanted to, but like I feel like certain games where maybe because I'm not in a room with people, like not room, maybe because I don't know my players. Like if it was me and you, I know you're in there, so I'm gonna put it on. But if I know I'm jumping in there by myself, and it depends. It kind of depends on the game, because like in Call of Duty or something like that, some people gonna be chatting, but people ain't gonna be working together. They're gonna be just be in there doing whatever they want. They might be a 14-year-old. I ain't got time to be one kid yelling.
that's when you mute them.
That's where you just mute them. But then if they on your team, it's kind of like, well, what's the point of having my thing on if I can't talk to them? If I'm not communicating to get the game done, you know what I'm saying? Why even have it on?
Okay.
Yeah,
I have multiplayer games, but it's hard for me to play them by myself. Like I have Smash Brothers, I very much enjoy. I just don't have people to play with all the time. So that's why they're still kind of in my stack of shame as like unfinished games, because again, not that I can't play the campaign or or single player mode for these games. It's just not as fun. So same thing with my Mario parties and my Mario Karts. Like, I mean, well, yeah, I haven't really played Mario Kart 8 because every time I play it, it's always with like 3 other people in the room. Same thing with Smash Brothers. As much as I enjoy it, I don't know. To me, it doesn't make sense. But that's a preference of mine.
BJ, I like that.
Well, I mean, like you said, man, about me, you always catch me in the Discord, so I'm almost never just sitting here by myself, or whatever. Well, I mean, I am by myself technically, but I mean, like usually, no matter what, whether we playing a game together or if we just sitting there chilling, I'm usually in the Discord with like at least 2 other people. We're just, shooting it, either gaming or just sitting there talking or watching something. So for me, I don't know. And it is when there's nobody around, it is kind of weird though. Like it's kind of silent. I'm just there, But for the most part, it's always somebody I'm talking to or something.
Okay. Yeah.
I will say what I liked about the Nintendo Voice Chat, and again, I don't use Discord that much, but like I like that you can see other people's screens, and if they're playing different games, you can still see them and comment, and you can still share your screen and all that. I don't know. Again, I don't know if you can do that in Discord, or is that something?
Yeah, you can stream.
New? Okay.
You can turn on the face cam, and there's a lot of stuff you can do.
I was gonna say I wish that they would make Nintendo Discord compatible. That would be kind of nice.
That could be in the cards, I mean,
it's on Xbox and PlayStation, so
yeah, it took them a while to get it though too. Since I've been already feel like using it for a few years before they finally put it on consoles.
But even like the PS5 Discord is only like voice chat. It's not even the greatest. I don't think it can show video.
Well, the Xbox one is too. They only let you do the voice chat. Okay. So you can't like the PC version. So go ahead, my bad.
My bad. You can't even look at a stream or nothing. It's just
you can now. So I've seen that recently that you can look at a stream now, and you can stream yourself on the Xbox. They just started that. But it ain't as compatible as the PC or the phone. Caroline, on the PC or the phone, you can watch other people stream, see their stream, see their face. You can do that.
Yeah, when I'm on Discord with you guys, I'm on my phone because I've learned the hard way that the PS5 Discord just really sucks.
Yeah, for me and I've been hearing a lot of people who I watch say this. Like, I would not be playing Gears of War playing it by myself as a solo person. That's one thing, but playing it and then not talking to people, that doesn't even make. Why am I even playing? Like, if I was playing Overcooked with y'all and then I didn't talk to y'all, that wouldn't make sense. To me, at least, that just doesn't make sense at all. So, but I get it. I get what, I guess I don't get it. I mean, I see what they're saying. I just don't get it. But I've been hearing more and more people say they like to play the single player and multiplayer games solo. And I'm kind of I grew up with my brothers, my siblings. My sister plays games, my siblings, my friends who've been on the podcast. So I was all around people always playing games, and I enjoyed that. And instead of just sitting like, all right, man, I'm playing Mario Kart by myself and It's like even if I'm playing Mario Kart, I'll get into another game or put on my Xbox headset while playing my Switch, so I can talk to this person, and that just makes it more. The time goes by, you get to express your day, get out your head, get out your thoughts. That's what I use it more for, is to get what we doing now, get my thoughts and expressions out instead of just keep honing them all in, especially being around kids all day. So, when you be around kids all day, and then can't really. But that's neither here nor there. Last one I said, last one I have for this topic for the Switch 2 is, do we plan? How sure? Can we put a percentage on it? I want to ask y'all to put a percentage on it. Day one, you have a Switch 2 in your hand. Seeing that they have stock. Stock is there. That ain't the issue. Day one, you got a Switch in your hand. D-Lo?
If money wasn't a problem, like if I had the money right there, would I buy a day one? Yes.
Okay.
So that's yeah.
Okay.
80-20.
80-20. Okay.
80-20.
C-Line?
I think before the podcast, I was at like 30% yes. Then like afterwards, and then after we talked about the prices, I'm more like 85% yes.
Oh wow! Jeez,
Hey,
damn.
we done saved it. We done converted. I'm sorry. Jehovah's Witness.
I'm just saying the Mario Kart game looked pretty sweet, and like all its features. I'm like, oh yeah, no, they're actually kind of right. And again, the price point for the games, I'm like, I might as well buy it while it's still $50.
I know,
because I don't think it's gonna go. It's not gonna. 450 is gonna be 450 for a while.
They don't like cutting prices. So
okay, if you don't get it now, that Mario World game gonna be 80 to 2032.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. That's how I feel right now. So
go ahead, Caroline. Sorry.
No, I was gonna say I'm gonna be saving up a little bit.
Same. BJ,
yeah, it's June, right?
Man? Yeah, June 5th. June 5th. Early. BJ?
Yeah, I would have it day one. Like, if which I'm gonna try to do. I'm gonna try to compete with all these bots and scalpers and everybody to get my pre-order in a timely fashion. But if you're telling me that that's not the issue, there's no issue there, and I could guarantee get it day one, yeah, I would have it.
Okay. And why? Like you said, you said you wouldn't even get. Oh well, you said Mario Kart based on the price, so you're just saying you want it because I feel you.
Yeah, no, I'm definitely going for that bundle. Like,
okay.
If I don't know, if I don't, I mean, I know we're saying we're for sure getting it, but if in reality, if I don't actually get it, then I may not get it for a while.
Okay.
So
we'll share it with you, bro.
Right. And from all the game sharing and all that stuff, we get one person can have a game and then
share.
I can have my old Switch.
Right.
I say y'all put me back up from where I was. This morning I was here, and then I say in price I was like, now I'm back up, but I'm probably like 90%. Like if it's stock, it's good because Mario Kart is a big thing for me. I forgot I was telling a friend that I got all these Switch games. Every Switch game that I have, barring one, Breath of the Wild, has Mario in the name of it. Every Switch game I have has Mario in it. Golf, soccer, tennis, the 75 and everything. I got everything Mario. Odyssey. So Mario Kart is a big draw for me. So barring bots and stuff, scalpers and all that, hopefully I can just go get one. And then another thing BJ mentioned is just for the podcast sake, so I can be on here and show or review it. So if we're gonna be legit in this space, then I'm gonna try to get it and play it and be able to talk about it a little bit. So June 5th, here I come. I gotta tutor some kids or something.
Well, you're right. Okay, I'm finna be selling everything but myself on the corner at this point.
I got a clean credit card.
Whoa. He said,
don't worry.
I'm actually just waiting for my bonus.
I'm ready to go.
Hey, I need to. I'll put it on Afterpay and be done.
Hey, there you go. Hit up that Afterpay then.
I have a question for you PCers. So the fact that none of y'all have talked about this mouse adaptation to games
I'm
is
not a
so
big one.
funny. So like, what is y'all's take on that?
I think it's a
Like, I
great
think
feature.
Civ 7 was featured on it. My bad.
Mm-hmm.
No, go ahead.
I think
Absolutely.
Civ
I've been talking too
7,
much
and
anyway.
then some games I guess that'll be ported over with that feature for your mouse. How do y'all feel about that as a PC player?
Like I said, like I'm a PC player now, but I'm really a console player. Like I played on console pretty much my whole life. Like I mean I have been on PC probably the last almost 10 years now, so it has been a while. But I'm really a PC. I'm really a console gamer, and any time that I can plug my controller in to play a game, I do.
Same.
So I'm not that big with the mouse and keyboard, but I think it's a great feature, and that's Nintendo once again showing you their innovation, and their thinking of being different, So I'll give them that.
D-Lo, I ain't gonna front with you. So right before the podcast, right before y'all hopped on, I'm playing Dead by Daylight, and they got the new killer in there. So I say, man, the podcast about to start. My Xbox downstairs, I'm gonna just use this thing right here. And you seen those movies where sometimes they get the fire in their eyes? Let me tell you, because I got my ass beat, and I wasn't happy. I should have went downstairs and got my damn controller. Okay, I don't use mouse and keyboard. Anytime I can plug in my controller, that's what I do. Anytime, I mean, the mouse controls look sweet, they look cool for accessibility. But for me, I just like using the controller in general. Like I hate playing games on the Switch with just the Joy-Cons. Like when we got to share the Joy-Cons and maybe you got to use the left, I got to use the right. I hate that. See, yeah, like Caroline
This is
just
my
brought
Switch
out the
controller.
controller.
Yeah, this is my Switch controller. And I play Smash Brothers. I have to use the GameCube controller. I can't use anything else.
I can't use just the Joy-Cons. I gotta put the little Joy-Con handle or whatever you call that thing. I put it in there. I'm a controller person. I was cussing that dude. I said, man, I wish I had my controller. He probably like, man, this store loser, dude. I'm like, all right, bro. So that hopefully that answers your question. All right, I got a doozy for y'all right here.
Oh boy.
Yeah, here it is. Yeah.
Here we go.
All right. I don't got nothing to add. I ain't add nothing.
You said he added too much last time.
Is it one of
Did we win last week?
Yeah, I think so. I'm pretty sure we did.
Yeah.
Pac-Man.
Oh yeah, Pac-Man. We was talking about that song.
You think he's gonna do a Nintendo game? I don't know if he'll do a Nintendo game.
Yeah.
That'd be
I talk
too
about Nintendo a lot.
Let me bring it up for y'all real quick. But y'all can start the questioning.
Is it a Nintendo game?
Yes, sir.
Oh, we're spinning the theme. Spinning the theme. He likes his themes. That's why I'm just kind of like, do you think he's gonna do a Nintendo game?
Okay. I mean, okay, hold on. So, not to clarify, but just I feel like I need to ask another question to make sure. Like, is this? I should have asked this first. I don't want to start wasting questions, but now I'm like already thinking like, is this a Nintendo exclusive game?
Yes, sir.
Okay, that's I should have asked that the first time.
That was the first question. Yeah, that's okay.
So I wasted one, but okay.
It's okay.
Is there a new how do you say it? Is there a new entry to the series coming soon?
Nah, man.
Okay.
No? Okay.
Nah. So
I mean, not that I know of. You never know what's cooking right now.
That's true. That's true.
Yeah.
So it ain't nothing that anybody ever said anything about. So it ain't.
Yep, that was really what I was getting to.
Not Mario.
Not Mario.
Right. I don't know if any of this.
Yeah, that's too easy.
That's all remastered.
Yeah, that was Mario Kart would have been too easy. Not
Zelda. There's actually a bunch of Zelda games. It's gonna be some kind of obscure Nintendo game nobody ever thought of.
Is it?
It's gonna be.
I know we narrow down genre and years now.
I feel like
I think years a good place to start.
Was the initial release of the game before 2000?
Before 2000? No, we ain't going back in the day. Come on now.
He said
All
we went
right.
old. We went way old last time.
Let's
We
just
went,
do
back,
this.
we went to the arcade system last
Right,
week.
right, yeah.
Was it originally released on the Nintendo Switch?
That would be a no, sir.
All right, so we know it's a port up, but
So
we know it's
probably
not
like a
on
It
Wii
was
U.
released on the Nintendo Switch too. I mean, you never know.
Okay,
Really?
this man here.
I thought it's true. Yeah.
This
Well,
man
really, it
here.
can't
He
because we
wouldn't.
know
He
it ain't
wouldn't
no
do
I was
new
like
that.
game.
hyped about this.
We know it's not. Ain't got a
Right.
new game coming out. So see, look, you
That
trying
ain't
to
no.
get us.
That ain't new to no series.
Gotta
Doggone it.
stay vigilant.
No, maybe it's GameCube because he likes the GameCube.
Right. Okay.
GameCube is one of the best.
I don't know.
consoles
He
of all
likes themes,
time.
and he likes themes.
It's one of the best games of all, or one of the best consoles of all time.
I do
What's
like
in
my
his
GameCube.
background? Let's see.
Okay, so we're talking about
You know,
2000
you see what's in. I mean, you see what's right there. I mean,
after.
Oh, I got it. So was one of the main is the main character featured in Super Smash Brothers?
oh, that's a great question.
I think that is a good question.
No,
No,
that is a
Damn.
very good
That-
question, but no.
That knocks out a lot of people,
that knocked a lot of right.
Yeah.
and that's including the DLC people.
See, I
Too,
told
right?
us, I told you it's about to be one of these obscure games that ain't nobody ever thought
Andre,
of on Nintendo.
That's
Yeah,
including
yes, sir.
added.
Yes.
Okay, gotcha. So the whole
So
Smash
literally,
Not
Brothers
Mar-
is
exact-
off the record.
yeah,
not
the-
Mario,
yeah.
Zelda, Metroid.
DJ, I'm saying if
Fire
you
Emblem.
expected me to choose Zelda and give it to y'all easy, I wasn't doing that.
Nah, I like that's what I said.
I was
knew
gonna
it was
think
gonna be
Star
something.
Fox or something. You know what I'm saying? Some
That's
left
what-
field.
Think about that.
That's
though.
why I
We
went with the
literally-
Smash Brothers question because that's like a lot of IPs right there.
That's what I'm saying. We
That's
literally
a
done took
lot
out
of
like
them.
I can name like it's like 20 different IPs in Smash. bro.
That's
It's crazy.
Animal Crossing. That's
Right.
Star
Animal
Fox.
Crossing, Star
That's
Fox.
Pokemon.
Yep.
That's Kirby. That's Sonic. That's who is Ness
Bro.
from? That's Animal Crossing. What's the
Any Fire Emblem,
Fire
any,
Emblem?
Fire Emblem, yeah.
any Street
Uh,
Fighter.
What's the character with the sword that was so ominous when he released on Smash?
Marth, Roy.
Start with an S. No, I think it's with an S.
Shulk.
Shulk? No,
I-
I ain't.
No,
That was
or maybe I'm
Xenoblade
naming a different name.
Chronicles. It's Xenoblade
Xenoblade-
Chronicles. He's red, right? He's wearing red.
I don't. I had to look it up after this.
Swords. We
It
got
was
Cloud.
like
We got.
Oh.
Well, you know who Cloud is. I'm sure. We
yeah,
got,
I know Cloud is. It was
Robin.
something. Sephiroth?
Sephiroth.
Yeah, I think so. Was that
Yeah, that's Final Fantasy 7.
okay? So yeah,
Long like silver hair with the little long sword.
yeah,
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 Sephiroth.
yeah.
Was he in Smash?
Yes, he's in Smash.
Yeah, it was added to Smash because I remember it was like a trailer,
Okay.
and everybody was hyped.
jeez.
Anyway,
That's
He
a
is in
Sephiroth.
Smash. Okay, so shoot. Well, I don't even.
So we didn't narrow down years though, at least.
Well, yeah, we know it's after 2000 or later.
Right, so it's not Nintendo
Um,
64, it's GameCube or Wii.
Could be GameCube, or we know it's not Switch either. So it's either GameCube, Wii, or Wii U. I mean, that's the only other.
Yes, Nintendo DS.
It's
I
not
mean,
in
we got a
there,
lot of
so-
questions still, right? I mean, we got.
got-
We got a lot
Yeah.
of questions.
Oh,
I
I'm
was
just wondering,
thinking
is this a GameCube game?
Of course it is. Come on, man. Let's
Okay,
get
all
it. Let's go.
That's why I might as well just ask. We got the questions to ask. That's 4 questions.
Of course it's a GameCube game, man.
Okay, so it's on GameCube. Let's see what I got over here. Is this a single player game?
Yes, it is, man. Okay, they're going crazy.
Okay, all right.
Did we
I like
mention
where
it in the
this going.
podcast
Today, no.
today? Okay.
I
So what's
have
the
an
verdict?
idea
Okay.
as I look at
Alright.
my stack of GameCube games over there.
right, because it's not on the internet. That's
Right.
that's change the tab.
Wow.
I can't help but see them. They right here. I ain't even gotta look that hard.
Yeah.
Single player GameCube game that's
It-
not in Super Smash Brothers.
I don't want to burn up all the questions, but
It's okay.
Go ahead.
I guess
man.
I can ask 3 genres, but then
We
it's,
didn't got a lot of yeah.
it's like I like asking 3 genres, but then I don't because then I'm like, is it the one that I thought it was? And I felt like I should have just asked that.
No, dude, bundle them up, man. Get it for
Bundle
cheaper.
them up. Okay, so we got. I don't think it's a shooter because we're talking about the GameCube. So
Side scroll.
I'm thinking RPG, but
So,
But
dude,
what's exclusive to Nintendo?
oh yeah, I guess that's a good point. The one I'm thinking of was not necessarily exclusive to Nintendo, so that's a good point. At least it's not anymore. I don't know if it was when it came out,
Yeah,
but
no,
it's definitely not now.
I was thinking Earthbound, but like nope, he was definitely in Smash Brothers.
Yes, absolutely.
No, that's not. I don't know. I'm not familiar with this game, but is RuneScape? It's not an exclusive, is it? Or
No.
it's not? No,
No, that's on PC.
that's on PC. Okay, I didn't know what game that was. Where that
Yeah,
game?
that's on PC.
Okay, we got the
Um,
year, we got the console, we
Lights
don't
going
have
on,
a
the
genre.
LED lights going on. Let's get it, baby.
And now that I don't
Go
know,
ahead, pick.
I don't know what
looking
I
right
don't even.
here.
Another game that I'm thinking of, I guess it's technically not exclusive anymore either.
So let's
Or
do
if it ever was.
platformer.
Yeah, platformer's good because it's
Side
Nintendo.
scroller, maybe.
Okay, so we do like is it a platformer, an RPG, or a side scroller game?
It is not. That's 10 right there, though. So I
it's
still got a
not,
lot of
though.
info.
What if it's a like Cuphead, a running gun?
That's a good point. You see how they got over on us last time.
Yeah, you
Or
got
what
me
would be
on
in the
that.
GameCube?
I don't. Yeah, no.
Yeah.
I was just thinking of a subgenre we don't really say that we got caught up on.
Right. We do the same ones.
What
Like,
a music? Is there a music game?
it could
Okay,
be.
so music. I don't think
I
it's
don't
a
know what it
running gun,
would
so let's
be,
not do
but it
that.
could. I mean, it ain't RPG or side scroller or platformer.
Was there even a music game on the? What if it's a fighting
on the
game?
GameCube? Maybe.
Fighting game is my other guess,
A
but
lot of them
'Cause-
fighting games is gonna be freaking cut out,
In
and
the,
a lot of them are not exclusive either. I feel like.
in the years since Blank's release, it has been regarded as one of the greatest video games of all time, as well as one of the best Blanks ever made.
Who wrote this article?
Hey,
Yeah.
I mean,
One of
hey,
the best blanks
best.
ever made.
Hey,
that's not so it's not
Blanks.
games.
Hey.
Right. What do you
Maybe
mean
that's
one of the
it.
most
one
blanks
of,
ever
one of the
made?
most blank games ever made.
Is it maybe a puzzle game?
Man,
No.
everybody call every game the best game of all time.
Yeah,
man.
No, that's only
Who wrote this?
Hey.
Who wrote this
Right.
article? GameSpot? No, I'm just playing.
It's always
That'll
best
let
game.
me know.
The next game that come out gonna be the best game of all time to somebody, man.
No, GTA gonna
It's gotta
definitely take
give
that.
give Andre nostalgia though. Otherwise he wouldn't have picked it.
You know,
I mean,
sometimes he
me
likes to go to
I'll
other
take
sources
Pac-Man.
though.
Yeah, usually I ask somebody else. Most of the games
What?
ain't picked from me.
What's that dang game that y'all that game with the rapper game that was so off left field?
Parappa?
Yeah.
Parappa the Rapper? That was one. That was shame on that one. Should have knew that one. I ain't gonna lie.
We say animal. No. Okay, let's try to
Was
so it's
Banjo
on
Kazooie?
GameCube. Is that?
Was
I
he
think
on
he in
Smash Brothers?
Smash. He is.
Oh.
Okay, let's do this. It's a single player game. Is the IP or the main character an animal? Like,
No.
okay, so it's a
It
human.
is single player.
All right.
That's the other thing.
That names
Single
that
player,
name
but
is
not
that
an
a
RPG.
Or an action
Or
adventure.
platformer.
You said action
not
adventure
any of
too,
them.
right?
No, I didn't say action adventure. I said platformer and side scroller or RPG.
Should we ask if it's an action adventure? Or
it might be,
It could be.
but I'm trying to think what action well, hell. 60% of games are action adventure. Okay, let's bundle that because action adventure is technically one genre for the most part.
right.
Yeah.
A lot of people put them together. So okay, action adventure. What strategy? No,
Mostly strategy or puzzle
Can't keep
games
that
or
straight.
simulators.
puzzle and
puzzle.
simulator. Let's do that. Is it an
Simulators.
action adventure simulator or puzzle game?
Yes.
Okay, so it's one of those three. We don't know which one yet.
Not
So.
one, not two, not three, not four. Not
Can a game have multiple genres? Am I tripping?
Oh,
Yeah.
for sure.
It can.
A lot
Like,
of games are like action adventure RPGs and stuff, man. Or
but it's like at the minimum like 3. I mean the max like 3, right?
yeah, probably.
It wouldn't be
I
a
don't think
strat, a shooter, a racer, and a music game. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, but I mean, if you look at something like, well, I mean, I guess that's not the main premise of it. But like how in GTA you could do a lot of stuff. Like you got the sandbox, you could race, you could.
But I
Um,
wouldn't
is
consider
the-
that a racing
Is
game.
the IP
Yeah.
recognizable by like general public, so like non-gamers, if you want to call
Nah.
it?
Nah.
Okay.
I walked to a random guy. Who is this?
I have no idea.
But personally, I don't think a random guy would know who Kratos is, if I'm being honest.
Shoot.
Man,
Yeah,
Probably
that is
not.
true too.
if they
Probably
don't
not.
game, that's true.
Yeah.
If I held up Thor, if you didn't know that, then
Yeah.
They wouldn't know worse.
You just need to go home. Stop what you're doing.
To the upper room.
It's a GameCube game.
Okay. It's a
GameCube,
person. Hey,
non-recognizable.
BJ, just start naming out some games, bro, so I can get an idea.
Games that off the top
From
of
your
my
stack.
Yeah, what's in
Yeah,
that
ain't-
stack over there?
head.
Even
Billy
if it don't
Hatcher.
line up.
Billy Hatcher and the Giant Egg.
Next.
That was my second choice, if I'm being honest, BJ.
would've
I
guessed
said
that.
I know he would get it. I said I know
I
he
would have
would
guessed
get
that.
it.
I'm definitely thinking
Is
about
that
it.
is that like a horror hack and slash type of game? That sound like I don't know. I'm
Nah,
far
that-
from it.
I've never even heard of it.
It's a game about a little kid in a chicken suit rolling eggs around, and
Definitely wouldn't.
it had like collabs with Sonic, so you could get like
Billy
Sonic
Hatcher
eggs
sound
and
like a killer. I'm sorry. It just sound like somebody.
No, if a kid
Yeah,
hatching,
like
he be hatching
that.
eggs.
Oh,
Cuckoo-cuckoo.
hatching. Okay.
Yeah.
Not cool.
I thought you
Hatching
said
the eggs.
hatcher,
Okay.
like
Nah.
hatchet. You know what I'm saying? I
Oh
wouldn't.
yeah, hatcher. Yeah, like hatching an egg. Yep.
Okay,
He got like a little chicken suit on, man.
it makes
It was
sense.
a fun. Hey,
Hey, Billy.
Animal Crossing. I'm trying
Alright.
to think. What did we
right here,
have
bro.
on?
This was that shit right here.
Oh,
Billy.
Focus. It don't want to focus.
He looks like
Definitely.
Bomberman a little bit.
it
Kinda.
does look like Bomberman. I would
I
have thought
paid like
Bomberman
$80
meets
for this
Sailor
fucking
Moon.
game.
Bomberman.
Oh, see,
meets
he
Sailor
already
Moon.
paying 80 for the games. Look at this. Look at this dude,
Oh
man.
wait! I have an idea. Super Monkey Ball. That could be like
That's a
Okay.
good one.
game.
But I said no animals.
Oh
did say animals.
crap!
Sorry.
That's a good.
Shout
And
out.
also, I'm not sure if that's. I know it's on PC now. I don't know if we're just talking
Well,
about.
we do
on
know
release.
it was an exclusive and it's probably ported up, but it was released initially on.
It's a
GameCube.
person. It's not an animal.
Y'all
Not
got
an
questions,
animal.
man. I mean,
Is
Well,
Still have
the
questions,
We know it's
is the main character a female?
I'm gonna say no.
Oh, we don't know. Oh, it's one of them kind of
Yeah.
questions.
I'm
Or it's
gonna
like
say
a-
no, but let me check. But I'm gonna say no.
Okay. Because we said it's not an animal, but maybe it's a creature. So we didn't say it was a human.
or a cyborg.
Oh yeah, we could say is it a human? We could ask that question next.
You could.
It's probably based on a female or a male, something like that. Subspecies. Is it a Homo sapien?
Keep going with the questions while I'm looking, but
Is it a
My stack
Homo
ain't big
sapien? No, it's playing.
my stack. I mean, a lot of my stack is like
yes.
Yes.
It
Okay.
is a female lead.
Ish,
Perfect.
like
Female-ish, like
inspired.
lead.
It has a breastplate in the armor.
Mm.
That's all we know.
female lead.
Mm.
It can't
What's some
be
female
like,
leads?
Can't be like Bayonetta. That wasn't even on.
Bayonetta was on Smash though.
Yeah, that wasn't
Darn
even
it.
on GameCube either, was it? I can't remember.
And I'm gonna be honest.
The
I
first
mean,
game.
I don't really. I mean, I'm gonna say. Okay, go ahead. I ain't gonna say it because I don't really know all the Smash characters. So,
Well, why don't you look up a roster and see?
but I
you
already
can do
did,
that.
So I already did.
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
so it's not okay.
It was on Bayonetta.
I'm trying to think.
Mm.
I feel like I'm gonna know this IP.
GameCube, man. Spent so much time on this dang GameCube. You would think I would know every game on it.
You would.
I don't.
You are a specialist right now.
The GameCube, a
Alright.
dog ass console, man. Y'all better get this.
Them little CDs, man. I couldn't get with it.
Hey, man. Hey,
And
my
PSP
fondest gaming memories,
and
man.
PSP GameCube.
Yeah, them
game.
little discs was the best ones.
No day one patch.
No.
Exactly. It wasn't no way to do a patch back then. They
Mm.
couldn't do it.
You had to sell it.
Right, you had to get it right the first time, or your game was just forever messed up. You couldn't go in online and fix it.
What y'all got?
Right.
Well, GameCube had online. I was on Fantasy Star Online.
That's-
But they wasn't sending no update to your GameCube to be
No.
like, go ahead and fix this patch.
No.
Honestly, let's go back to that.
It's up to y'all. Y'all at 14.
Did we ask if it wasn't a series?
Don't sweat
Yeah,
it.
we
No,
did,
we did
or-
not. Oh, did no,
I
I don't
didn't?
think we did. A series? I
Alright.
don't think we asked if it was. A
Oh, I
series.
said series announcement. I said
Yeah,
new
was there a
edition.
new game coming for it?
Okay. So yeah, we could ask.
Doesn't
that.
mean it's not even a series.
I mean, it could be just a series that is not. We don't know what's going on with it right now.
Right. It could be like kind of dead.
All right. Is this game in a series?
No, sir. That's 15.
All
I
right,
was
it is a
rolling. I hit a little
standalone game.
wall. I hit a
One
little
off.
wall.
It is a
One off.
standalone game. It's like our third no, so we're doing pretty good.
But we know that it's either action adventure. You say action adventure strategy
Or puzzle.
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 So let's narrate those down. Narrow those down, not narrate.
I mean, I feel like it's
So which way we want to go? We want to go puzzle or we want to go strat? Oh no, it could be action adventure.
I feel like that's the most likely because so many games are. But
So many games are action adventure.
Yeah, that maybe we need to add another genre to it. Like, does it have more than one genre? You know what I'm saying?
right.
Is that a question we want to ask? I don't think that would help.
I feel like it's either action adventure or puzzle with those three though.
Simulation isn't always for only one player, is it? Unless it's Sims.
Reception when it came out, 91%, 92 out of 100, 4 out of 5, 9 out of 10, 9.5 out of 10, 9.4 out of 10, 9.6 out of 10.
So it's
What did GameSpot rank it? No,
What
They
about
rated it
Nintendo Power?
9.6 out of 10.
9.6. Okay, so it's a verified true game. GameSpot don't be lying. IGN be lying.
Now I'm just stumped.
Dang, Caroline got no Hail Marys. Golly.
Right. That's how you know.
My
you're
Hail
in
Mary
trouble.
was the Smash Brothers question. That's all I got.
Oh, that was. Dang, that was the play.
So
Ain't
you
got
know
no
you're
Hail
in
Mary.
trouble.
Can I phone a friend, Johnny?
I'm almost certain that Johnny knows this game. So
That's crazy.
actually, I am certain that Johnny knows this game.
Let me call Johnny.
Johnny is a secret weapon. That's a
Serious
secret
call.
weapon, man.
He's our phone a friend.
GameCube was
Hey, are
just
you still
hating-
the gym?
the GameCube was just
Like,
hating,
somebody
just
tag
like
him.
none.
Somebody tag him in the Discord real quick.
Nah. Hey, y'all give up, man. Y'all know y'all got a couple questions.
No. Okay, female like.
Female. That's why another makes me feel like it's action adventure, probably.
Is this an action adventure?
Yes.
Of course it is.
Yeah, that's the
Is
worst one it
there?
could have been.
Yeah, because
That's where the most of all the games are.
Of course, literally. It's Balatro, guys.
That'd be crazy.
It's a beta version.
A
we just
female
never
action
knew.
adventure game. And we don't. It's not a
she
female.
might have a sword. She might have guns. She might.
She
is it
could.
magic? We asked about magic. There has to be magic, right?
I don't think we asked about
What
magic.
GameCube game had magic? Wait, mage like
Female character. I feel like that's like the giveaway.
female like it might not even be a human because he had to look it up.
It's a female. She a female.
Okay. So this confirmed it is a human. Maybe. Somewhat.
Probably.
What are some? Okay.
Come on, y'all sitting on questions.
Now females make it easier though, because there's
That's
a lot
what I'm
of
saying. Like, if I knew more, I feel like this. I just don't know enough. I feel like this would be a dead giveaway.
I was gonna ask a bullshit question. I was just gonna be like, if we heard a soundbite, would we know who this person?
That's actually not a terrible question.
Because you could play the track and I wouldn't know. Please, let me go and just.
At that point, then you just know you.
At that point, let me just
But you know when BJ
I'm
was talking
no
about Monster
user.
Hunter in your game.
Oh yeah, BJ did not see that. I don't think he paid attention.
He ain't noticed it. Man,
I was too busy
Flip
ranting.
it. Flip it. He was going off. He was just friendly fire all day.
Y'all far off right now, I'm gonna be honest with
Hey,
you.
man, I love Monster Hunter, but I don't know. I started off feeling good. Now I'm not feeling.
I
so
started off
good.
feeling good too, and I'm like, then it
Well,
wasn't. She,
At least
Oh,
we'll get to
Smash
Switch day
Brothers.
one.
I hope so.
Right.
I don't know, man.
It's up to y'all. What y'all wanna do?
Hey, man.
Female.
We don't know no females, dog. Let's just stop telling the front.
all I can think of is Princess Peach. And I'm gonna get. I mean, like
It's not.
she's in Smash, but
No.
Yes.
And Rosalina in there too. So. Plot twist: Toad is a girl. Toad is not in Smash.
Excuse
That'd
me.
be
Sorry. Excuse me. Sorry. Hold on. I'm definitely sorry. When you said, "Is this person in Smash playable?" Was that what you meant, or is this
No,
in general?
like just in general.
Yes.
Man,
But
Smash
not a
Bros.
playable
Nah.
character. That's fine. That'll work.
That'll
Yeah.
work. Yeah.
That's why I asked
That's
you
what I
the
was
DLC
thinking,
question. Because I was like, well, because Piranha Plant is in Smash, but it wasn't initially in Smash. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
He's saying this is in Smash, though. Which
In Smash,
Probably
so it could
not
be like a Pokemon, but it could be
Oh,
like
it
a
might be a-
you
Pokemon
throw
or
But
like
a
a
Pokemon's not a female. So what female
What's
is in
action
Smash,
adventure?
but we don't?
that you don't play with her.
Hey, y'all.
Misty.
So that
That's
I
funny.
mean, it's probably not like some like you said,
Yeah.
it's not.
but you can like summon them or whatever it
It's
is.
a good.
They have
Yeah,
powers.
they might come out with another like barrage of things or something, or like in the background or something. You know what I'm saying?
Damn it, I'm thinking Samus, but no, you can definitely play Samus. But was there
You
like
can
Zero
definitely
Suit
play Samus.
Samus?
But is there something that Samus summons that's like a extra character from their game?
No.
No, it's not Pokemon.
We know it's not an animal, but do we know it's for sure a human?
No, but I mean we got like 4 questions in a guess, so
I mean, is it a human character?
Yeah. Yes, sir.
Okay, so
All
see.
right.
Oh yeah.
So a female
Okay.
human character,
That's in Smash.
not playable probably.
Not necessarily
Non-playable.
playable, yeah.
Once
No,
again,
I'm
I'm not a Smash person. I
I
just
mean, it
looked on
could
the
be a
list.
trophy
you-
though. You know, they got all kind of trophies.
Oh God, this is everything in Nintendo's library at this point.
Smash really has like everything.
Had everything.
Think
It's hard to narrow it down based it off Smash.
Smash is the Amazon of Nintendo.
What about the different stages and they appeared in different stages?
That's what I was thinking. Like, if you went, what's
Hey, at this one, I say if you even got a half decent question, just throw it out there. Seriously.
he would probably have to look this up. Do they?
Oh, now you're talking about Fantasy
I was
Star.
gonna say maybe like, do they appear in a map that you choose, or are they like a summoning type of situation? Like, you know what I'm saying, when you break the
he
little
would
thing.
probably definitely have to.
and
Yeah,
it
I know
come
what you're
with-
saying.
Okay, you might gotta look this question up or the answer, but is this
Make sure it's a single question, not an and or
Yeah.
or.
is the character like a, how do you say it, like a summon type of attack type of thing? You get what I'm saying? You know what I mean?
Like an item.
Like if I threw
It is a summon. Yeah.
okay, cool. That's what I needed.
Okay,
Like
so
if
it's
I-
not on stage.
Right. So it's not on a stage. It's like this character can summon this character and they do something for you.
Oh, and it's a GameCube game.
What retro games are games?
Tell me the difference between a summon and what's the other part you would say it is.
Like, you remember the map? I'm trying to think. Okay, the main one I can think of is you remember the map where it's like it's in somebody's house and the mom is like in the background, but she's part of the map. But like when she sees you, it stuns you. I don't know what game it's from, but like if it's in the background, it's gonna always be in that map.
No.
You get what I'm saying? But if it's
Yeah, or like the
happen in any
Pokemon
map.
stage. Like the Pokemon stage, you have Bulbasaur hit you, but you can't play as Bulbasaur. Like that's
Mhm.
part of the map.
To
Bulbasaur's part of the
spare
map.
us the thing, I'm gonna say I can't answer that one. To spare us the
Okay.
thing, I'm gonna say.
Well, that's fine. But the premise of it was it appears with a specific character.
Okay.
That's what
So
I mean.
yes.
It appears with a specific
Yes.
character.
I can
Not like
answer that.
now.
Yes.
Okay, yeah. That's what I mean. Okay. Mr. Game and Watch.
Mr.
Pokemon Trainer.
Game Watch.
Pokemon
know,
Trainer, someone like X amount of whatever.
I know, like
Pokemon.
I'm just trying to think what other Pokemon popped up. Can you pick? You can't pick Mewtwo. Dang it. But does Mew
can't.
pop? No. We're talking about
I
female.
feel like
Yeah.
and it's human.
And it's human.
It's human. Okay, so like, what is something that Animal Crossing would summon that would? What's Oh, darn, never mind. That's an animal.
Some they need to summon somebody against Tom Crook with his bum self.
What, a girl? What's her name? Oh, she crook too. 'Cause she
Isabel or whatever.
Isabel.
By the way, at the Nintendo store, they had all these Animal Crossing characters, but not Tom Nook.
Oh
gonna
God.
because he owns the store.
Right,
Duh.
exactly.
He's not gonna
Right.
tell himself.
He owns a store and
Dude,
then
man,
some.
He
Stealing
watching the
people money
camera.
forever, man.
Who's feeling that in 2019? 2020. I'm still paying off my 30
Tom
spend.
Nook and Mr. Krabs, man. They 1-1, man. Same dude.
They'll sell each other. They could.
Probably so. What y'all want to do, man?
Man, we got 3
I'm kinda-
questions. And I
we got
guess 2
3?
questions in it. I think we got 2 in the guess.
2 and a
Two
guess.
minutes. Yep.
Yeah, see. Trying to keep up. I don't know, man. I don't know, man.
I personally still think y'all far off. So
I don't think we're gonna get the game, honestly. We can't even
Not
get the
far
character.
off still.
Yeah, you can't get the
Far off is
character.
crazy. We're gonna see this character and be like, all right.
Oh,
let me
man.
go.
I've probably seen it a million
Yeah.
times. I probably have seen the summon and used it myself a million times.
Right.
Playing
This
Smash.
is your ace in the hole with this character. Okay, let's try to let's go
Smash
down
games
the
are
not,
fun.
let's go down the Smash roster, but not the whole roster, and just think of like who has a person that like summons something. So we know Pokemon Trainer's out. We know Ice Climbers is out because that's just a mountain. Pac-Man is out because it's itself.
Yeah, we already did Pac-Man too, right?
Donkey Kong is out. Yeah, we already did Pac-Man. Does Rosalina summon somebody that's not Peach?
I don't think so.
Or
She
like
got her
what's her
little
attack
star.
or something?
She got her little star thing with her Luma or whatever.
Luma, but that's not an animal, so Luma Lee would not count.
Peach summons Toad.
Peach summons Toad. Does any of the Final Fantasy people summon anybody?
Gonna be like one of them dang Xenoblade characters or something.
Dang it. I feel like I want to
Exactly.
buy that. I think I might buy that franchise, that series, honestly.
I don't think it was on the GameCube anyways.
Yeah. You know what? I'm
Yeah,
done.
Fire
I'm
Emblem.
cooked. I'm cooked.
Fire Emblem was another one, but
I'm ready
I
for it to
think-
rain so I can chill.
just what y'all want to do, man. Y'all done,
We're
y'all
done.
been,
I'm cooked, bro.
take a guess, I guess. I mean, I want to just.
Was Misty in the game? Like a
Misty
girl
was not in the
Pokemon?
game.
I mean, he already said it was a summon, but they got so
I
many.
don't
They
think he
had so
summoned
many.
Misty though. I don't think
They had so
Pokemon
many
Trainer.
trophies.
Then again, I'm trying to think of a water type that even popped out when Misty did. If Misty did anything, like a Starmie or something. Or no, it was just Squirtle.
Yeah, no, I don't
Nope.
know.
I don't know, man.
Hold on. Have we
What?
mentioned it
No.
since the last time we asked this question? All
Okay,
right.
definitely not.
Not at all,
Alright.
man.
Not at all.
I didn't think so, but I might as well ask it if I can.
We
think of
are
nothing else.
South Park and the whole but fractured. Fractured
Oh, yeah.
butthole. We are
Butthole.
that far left.
Butthole.
With a fractured butthole.
Y'all done?
We're that far left. Yeah, we're cooked, man.
Caroline, you got any last?
Caroline?
I don't know what else can narrow it down.
Me either.
Okay, the last question. Did you play this game?
Me?
Yes.
Oh, yeah, it's one of my favorite games ever.
Of course it is. He said that on so
One
many
of my
games.
favorite games ever.
No,
Twenty-
I
27
said there was
episodes.
so many games.
On 27 episodes, you didn't say that in at
This
least
would
10
be on
games.
one of my top 5 games.
Oh God. Here we go. It's a wrestling game, guys. It's an action adventure wrestling
it's
game.
an
I don't know.
adventure wrestling fighting game.
Where you
You're
play
moving
as
around the WWE headquarters, beating up anybody.
Oh, it's the first player. What are the first player games that he
One of
likes?
his favorite.
Is it
games.
Bully? What? No.
No, that's like PS2.
Dang it.
What are the first? Wait, because he says he barely plays any first player games. What, Tomb Raider? No, not Tomb
No.
Raider.
That
But
could,
no.
I mean, I don't know if any of them was on GameCube, but that could have been a good answer.
Laura!
And I also don't know
Yeah, but it's
if
not
it's
exclusive.
Smash at all.
That's definitely
Exactly.
It's not exclusive either.
Go ahead, man. Take y'all off for it.
not. Nope.
So
We're all the way off, man. Hey man, happy Nintendo Day. That's it.
Happy
even
Nintendo
think
Day,
We're
of
just gonna
course.
thank y'all for watching.
the game.
We will not be revealing the
I'm on-
answer in this episode.
I'm gonna take it from here. So my other choices was Billy Hatcher. I thought that would be too easy because I know BJ loved that game. Wii Sports Resort. I figured y'all would get that.
We would have got that one.
If that was too easy.
Maybe,
Pimkin
probably.
4. I
Pikmin.
figured y'all might get a Pikmin game.
Never
I don't know if
played
y'all
it,
would get
but-
number 4, but and the other one I wouldn't know if y'all would have got the name right, but it was the new Super Mario Brothers Wii. So I don't know if y'all would have got
Yeah,
that
no,
whole
yeah,
name.
no. I probably would have said Super Mario Brothers Wii and then got it.
I would
Right.
have took that. That would have took the Super Mario Brothers Wii. That was just because they got 2 like new Super Mario Brothers. But this game, One person's gonna kick themselves because they said like the full thing. Blank makes a cameo appearance in the 2018 fighting game Super Smash Bros. Ultimate as one of the many spirits that players can collect. The battle associated with Alex's spirit sees the player need to beat Zero Suit Samus from the Metroid series, while the screen is mirrored.
I was thinking Zero Suit Samus.
You said it. You did say it. You did say it.
No.
I didn't realize
Go
it
ahead,
was
go
a game on
ahead.
the GameCube.
Where is the part I'm looking at? Can I find it? I went that far down. It was widely acclaimed by critics and won numerous awards, but it sold less than 500,000 copies. And there was one more place I was looking at, but I can't find it. Anyways,
I actually don't even know who's associated with Zero Suit Samus.
Here is the game. Oh, it was awarded Outstanding Achievement in Character Development. It was won Outstanding Achievement in Art, or said in Sound Design, Game of the Year nomination, Best Sound on GameCube, Best Story on GameCube, Best Graphics on GameCube, Best Music on GameCube, Best Action Adventure on GameCube, Game of the Year on GameCube. So just a couple of his things. So y'all, it's just some bummy game. The part I'm going to clue y'all in is one of the scariest parts in a video game ever. So let's pull it up for y'all. Such a great game. It's called Eternal Darkness: Sanity's Requiem. It's a horror game from the GameCube, one that many people know. People have been asking for a sequel. So this game, you use magic and stuff like that. You're like going insane. I believe her grandfather died, but this is a part of the game right here. So you're going, they put you in the menus. So you're going like insane. Memory card is telling you that it's deleting your game right now. So you're just playing the game and it's telling you that we're deleting all your saved game data. The game just does this by itself. So you're just walking, playing the game. It's deleting the game by yourself. I tripped out. I said, no. I'm like, no.
This is ringing a bell.
I remember something like this.
I think
I've definitely heard. That's why I said Perfect Dark, but I couldn't think of this game.
I would not have guessed this game.
A more clearer one. That's probably.
I would not have guessed this game, so I don't feel that bad anymore.
So just kind of going crazy, or Sanity's going crazy. It's a game that people have been asking for a sequel for a long time. Truly one of my top 5 games. I love the game because it takes you through I love horror games, so it takes you through that. This is one of the ones that I thought y'all might get. Me and Johnny have talked about it before. So one y'all might get, and one that I knew would be a little bit difficult. So
okay, I wouldn't have guessed it.
It's a very good game. I'm hoping that it comes on the Switch too, on the GameCube thing. It's a very, very good game. But it does a lot of things like that tells you like, hey, you remember when you had memory cards? Hey, your memory card's deleting all your data on your memory card. I started like resetting my game.
I remember you talking about it. I wasn't sure if it was on the podcast. But
I talked about it on the podcast. Yeah.
Okay.
That's why when y'all asked, have you talked about it? I said on this podcast. So then.
Yeah, I vaguely remember it. Okay.
So Eternal Darkness, if you haven't played it, play it. I don't know how expensive it is, but it is a very good game.
But you know what? It might be on the Nintendo Switch Online.
Yeah. So for BJ, D-Lo, C-Line, with a special event, hope you guys love the Switch 2 coverage. Like and subscribe, and we will see you guys next time.
Bye, everyone.